Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video. Today it's all about soup. I'm gonna make soup for you guys and I need some ingredients for my soup, so I'm gonna go to the grocery store. You're coming with me, by the way. I don't know if you know that or not, but you are. So let's head to the grocery store. It's raining today, but this is Vancouver, ladies and gentlemen. The weather's been so nice lately, and then all of a sudden it's just recently taken a turn for the worse. The nice thing about living where I live is that I live very close to all these really cool grocery stores, ethnic grocery stores and standard Canadian grocery stores. So the first place I want to visit is H Mart, and because it has kombu and a lot of Asian ingredients that I like. Some of you might remember I used to buy these all the time. These are the sweet potatoes, Korean sweet potatoes. They're already baked, they're so all right, so let's see what we can get here. There's actually a good price on oranges, navel oranges. This looks like a great carrot. Now, I love these mushrooms. These are shiitake mushrooms, and I'm also gonna get a white mushroom. I'm also gonna get an onion as well. So this is the dried kelp, which is also called dashi kombu, and it makes for really good soups. Here is a great selection of miso. Oh my gosh, look at all these. I want a lighter colored one. Might go with this one here. Actually, on second thought, I might get this instead, this organic miso. Now, I brought you over here to see that they actually sell vegan kimchi. Vegan on the label.
Any bags?
I have bags, yeah.
You're taking photos?
Yeah, I was taking pictures of some of the things I'm buying. It's for a vlog for YouTube.
Oh, what kind of channel?
It's a food for food.
Is it Korean?
No, it's English. All right, so we couldn't get everything there, so let's head to IGA and get the rest of the ingredients. So let's get a few pieces of celery here. Get some lemons, greens, beans, tofu. Okay, so this tofu is really good. This one here, it's extra firm. I need Perrier. All right, let's get some tahini, some sesame tahini. Lemons and beans. We need lemons and beans. Oh, beans are back here. I'm gonna get a navy bean, and I'm gonna get 2 chickpeas. Let's get lemons. Hi there, and you're good, and yourself?
You have your own bag, right?
I do. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get the hell home. Hi there. Okay, so we're back from the grocery store. We're gonna make some rice here. I am going to make some brown basmati rice. We're gonna put 2 of these in. There's 2. And put the lid on and turn it on. And let's fill the pot up with water. This is the pot that's gonna be used to make the soup. And you want a generous sized pot because you'll lose water through the cooking process. Even with the lid, you'll lose some. And we're making enough for a few days worth of soup. Put the heat on and the lid on. All right, so a big part of making this soup is pretty much cutting. So let's cut up the vegetables. Give them a good wash. Take the outer part of the onion off. Crack into some garlic. This is the hardest part of making soup, is just the peeling and the cutting, but I quite like doing it. I find it a little meditative. All right, so just start chopping things up. Actually, I just got back from yoga. I did a pretty tough yoga class, and I do a lot of yoga. Some of you guys know that. Maybe I can show you some here. I was doing some yoga at home, and this is a little bit of my home practice. A big reason why I eat this way is because of yoga. I mean, obviously it's a compassion for animals, but also too, yoga has a big element of being kind in it, and it's hard to be really honest with yourself and feel like you're doing the right thing if you're eating animals while you're doing yoga. So yoga keeps you pretty much honest, in my opinion, when it comes to veganism, if you're a vegan. Of course, there are yogis who do eat animals, but for me, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right to be wanting to be as open and kind as I possibly can while at the same time eating animals. It just didn't, they didn't go together. Another reason why I eat this way is because I can't do these kinds of postures and poses unless I'm fueling lots of energy, and this is high energy food. Some people think that you have to eat animals in order to get lots of energy, and I think that's absolutely not true. I think you get your energy from everything except for the animals that you eat. That's my experience. I know what I feel like after I have a big turkey dinner. I want to sleep. And I don't want to use this video to get into a debate on whether animal foods are healthy or not, but I just think that if you want maximum energy, you have to be eating lots of fruits and vegetables. All right, so let's cut up the carrot. Now let's cut up our mushrooms. Mushrooms, especially shiitake mushrooms, have such a nice meaty quality to them already. In fact, I've heard some vegans say that they don't like eating mushrooms because it reminds them too much of eating animals. I can't relate to that, but I've heard it. Mushrooms are not animals, and so are totally vegan friendly. Okay, now let's take out some Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are chocked with vitamins and minerals. They are a leafy green. Brussels sprouts, I'll just cut them in half and then quarters. And then I'm gonna mince my garlic here. Boom, put a little bit of muscle into it. Muscle. And our rice is cooking up really nicely here. See all the bubbles. All right, so let's take these veggies over here. And you can see the water is almost to a boil, so this is a good time to add the vegetables. Use your hands to do it. So we're gonna cut up some kombu and add it as well. I usually add quite a bit, so there's one sheet. I'll use the whole sheet for one soup. Just sort of rip it apart, and you're just gonna put it in small pieces. So there's the kombu there. And it is salty, and it just has this extra flavor that you just can't get from anything else. And just stir everything together. I'm also going to take this time to cut up the tofu. So this is extra firm tofu. Now this is optional for people that really don't want to get into processed food, because tofu is processed. It's made from beans, but it's not a 100% whole food. So I'm going to cut it into small cubes. And we'll add this in late, so we're not going to overly cook the tofu. Okay, so while the rice and the soup is cooking, I thought I would put together a nice salad about these beautiful mixed greens. So let's add our ingredients. It's about half a can of navy beans. Let's measure out some garam masala. And maybe we'll put in about a teaspoon of miso paste. And maybe half a tablespoon of the sesame oil. This is a very nice toasted sesame oil. And let's juice half a lemon and a full orange. This is just a cheap juicer, and I'm just juicing it into the bowl. This is where you get to work out, use your muscles. And now we're going to juice the orange. And then the other half. Put all the pulp pieces in. That's going to add to the texture of your dressing. Let's add that in. And I'm also going to add a little bit of salt to taste, and this is also got some iodine in it. Okay, so let's put this on the food processor. Let's check it out. Wipe any mess around your workstation, and then you can pour it on. And feel free to improvise with dressings. Honestly, guys, I make these things up, and they always turn out. You can't go wrong. Just mixing some fruit with maybe a bean, miso paste. You could put some tahini in. I could have put some tahini in for more of a nuttier flavor. And you've seen me previously use nutritional yeast. All right, so it looks like our rice is ready. Yum. This is the basmati brown rice, so I can't wait to add that to the soup. Let's come over to the soup, and the soup is ready for adding our remaining ingredients. So let's start by adding the garlic. And let's add the Brussels sprouts. And last but not least, let's add the tofu. Tumbling down. Okay, so the soup's done, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it off. And then I'm going to add the last two ingredients to it. I'm going to put in some miso paste. I'm also going to put in the remainder of the navy beans that I had used for the dressing. We'll add the beans. And then let's add in some miso paste. Add a generous amount because this is going into a pretty big soup. It would be at this stage when I would probably start removing the kombu. Some people eat it, but not all do. And get a ladle for more broth. And then bring this thing over to the rice station and scoop out some nice basmati rice. Add it to the soup. Bring that over to the plate. Let's get us some nice greens. Add that to the plate. And there you have it, guys, a nice hearty soup. It's got beans, it's got rice, it's got tofu, all kinds of vegetables. It's been seasoned with kombu and other delicious things. And you've got a nice homemade dressing for your salad, and that is delicious and nutritious. Have that 2 times and you'll be full, I swear to God. All right, guys, there's the video for today. So if you like this kind of video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know, and I'll make more of these for you if that's what you like. And if you haven't started following me yet on Instagram and Twitter, the links are down below in the description box. If you haven't subscribed to the Plan Eats YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe today, and I look forward to seeing you all back here in a few days' time for another super fresh video.